Okay, before I go live, let's get comfortable because I'm a pretty brave soul to do this one, right? Before I say anything else, I'm live on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook right now. And again, it's Reality with Krista Marie. This is Whose Side Are You On? Real Housewives of New Jersey, the premiere from last night. And of course, I'm going to do GORGA and GUIDICE, which you guys pretty much by now know whose side I'm on. But we are just going to talk about what we know so far and what we saw last night and go through some of the everything that we saw last night. So before I go into it, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit the like button, share, comment, the live chat. Can't see myself, but you guys can. Okay. Hey Terry. I was just going to say I'll let some people come in. Hey. Did you see the show, Tara? I hope you did. Here, you know what? I'm going to do this. I see everybody on Twitter. Hi, guys. This is also going on TikTok, so hi. TikTok people, not now, but afterwards. Possibly. Sorry. And Reddit. Oh, man. I hope you guys can't hear my fan, but if you can, I apologize. It's just really hot in this house. My husband thinks 70 degrees is okay. It's not. So, now, before I tell you whose side I'm on and why, let's just talk about the episode first. And yes, I took notes because I always get yelled at because I don't do recaps. You know why I don't do recaps? Because my brain doesn't work like that. And I can't remember shit. So, yeah, I took notes. Oh, wait, let me get in front of that thing. That's really bright. Okay. All right, let me get comfortable because you know what happens to me when I start doing this. Okay. So, again, this is Whose Side Are You On? Real Housewives of New Jersey, the premiere last night. You're watching it now, Terry. You're going to wonder why I do this to myself. Okay. So, as we open up, which I love the music that we always start with Bravo because it's always like some 80s stuff. And I'm like, you know, an 80s chick from Jersey. And, you know, we have Teresa and Louie's house. So I guess it's Teresa and Louie's house. Sorry, guys. Here's good news. Okay. Sorry, I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I know somebody that's watching. Some people just don't comment, and you can't really see who they are, but I can see who it is, and they don't say anything. It just makes me laugh. But I love you guys. You're the best. Anyway, so with Teresa at Louie's house, which I loved it. You know, like I might not be Team Teresa 90% of the time, but I said this before. Like, I kind of literally all I'm doing is when I say I'm Team Teresa, which I was all last summer. And I'll get into it later because there is part of this that I am still Team Teresa, but not when it comes to GORGA's, but it's another situation. So we'll get into that too later. But seeing her with Louie's family reminded me of how she was when she was around her family, when her family was still all together. And it just makes me sad that it doesn't seem like at this point, I don't think there's like any coming back after this season. I definitely do not think that they can come back from this. I mean, that's not what I want. I don't think anybody really wants that. When I did the poll, 29% of you, I'll show the poll later, were over it because the poll was GORGA GUIDICE or are you over it? It's getting really sad, but I mean, it's definitely done. But anyway, but then watching her and finding out that Louie's mom's a therapist, which again, I like Louie. I always have. I was Team Louie last year. When everybody was trying to dog him, I was Team Louie. I was also Team Teresa because of the Marge stuff. And yeah, I understand it's a TV show, right? But listen, Teresa said multiple times to everybody to stop talking about it. And yeah, I know. She wanted her to address it. Marge wanted her to address it. But Marge knew better. And again, she apologized. They apologized. But we'll get to that part later. I'm talking now. But, you know, again, seeing her say that builds the void of not having her family, which again is sad to me because I don't understand exactly now really what this problem is, because if you were watching social media in between last season and this season, it was an all-out effing war on a weekly basis between their side and the other side, you know, between both sides, okay? Whether you want to say it's Teresa doing it, she's running her accounts, or it's the, you know, the one account, love Gabriella, blah, 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 whatever. You know, there's accounts on each side, okay? But there's been mudslinging back and forth. So it was an all-out war. So to then see them and Teresa going to therapy, which is good. I'm glad. I was glad to see that. I'm glad to see that she's trying. But let's be honest, that's like me going to therapy. Okay. This is what I mean when I say explain. I am not always Team Teresa, but this is what I am, just like her. Except there's one huge difference. I have empathy. She does not. She doesn't understand. It doesn't register hurting people's feelings. She's never wrong. But the point with the reaction, that's the thing. And I see her trying, and I see Louis really, like Teresa, like telling her. And you see that she wants to, but do you also see her face, how painful it is for her to do this, to even try to say that she's remotely wrong, or try to, it's like vinegar coming out of her mouth, okay? So watching her on that couch, it's like, okay, she's in therapy. Okay, maybe. Most therapists say to tell narcissist you run from a narcissist. I'm not saying she's a narcissist, but the whole empathy thing is what gets me. Because I don't know. If your brother was this monster that you painted him out to be, and you painted him out to be, again, if you goes back and forth, it's Melissa, then it's Joey. It's Melissa, it's Joey. We don't know who it is that pisses her off, or who she's blaming this week on the demise of her relationship with her brother. If you ask her, I thought it was her. I thought it was everything she thought. She's been protecting him all this time. He's such a monster. But anyway, we see that, she's trying. She loves him. She's hugging him. They're inviting things back and forth. I'd be confused too if I were Melissa and Joe. I'd be like, all right, after the reunion, like what? What? But hey, look, she's trying. But to me, this whole war that's been going on, which has made everybody's life miserable, be honest with you, it's like what like, yeah, I know this was the beginning. This was the only beginning of last summer, but if you know what plays out after this, it's like Teresa may have had, they might have reasons not to talk now, but if you ask me, she wanted them at the wedding. She's saying I don't know if it's a definition of gaslighting. I see your comments, guys. Well, I don't know. I'll put them up in a little bit, but I don't know if it's a definition of gaslighting. But when you sit there and you tell everybody that you are so upset that your brother didn't show up, and you asked him, and you invited him, and you're doing this, and you're doing this, and you're reaching out, and you're doing all this, right? You're not telling them why they're not coming and why they're not going. Oh, they didn't go. I'm so hurt. Everybody, my brother, he's not, and he's horrible. What a horrible brother for not showing up at my wedding, and he's not taking the beat. It's all him now. You're not telling them what you did, Teresa. I'm not even going to spill the beans, guys. But like she says, we're going to find out how bad Joey really is. No, Teresa, no. I want to know exactly what you think. Yeah, I agree with you, Shay. Like, I don't know. It's just, man, I don't, like I said, the reactionary thing, I get it. But then I always go back, and you can ask any one of my friends. I will go back. If I'm wrong, I will apologize. And most of the time when I act like that and I flip out like that, I do apologize. Like, she just does not. And I get it. I hear her, I hear her when because I have certain people that trigger me too. And there's certain people that, like, I've tried to be like, but I'm not going to, like when somebody's trying to tell her to, like, calm down, or, like, you're cutting them off, I do the same thing. Okay. I act just like that. And I know how she feels. Like, it gets very frustrating, but I don't know what her point in trying to make up with Marge is, because you're going to see that she had some meetings with people before they even filmed this. So for her to see her try to go and reach out to Marge, that just pissed me off. But we'll talk about that when I get to it. I'm sorry. Let me get to my own thing. I wanted to say hi to everybody that I saw in the comments and get back to my kind of recap. And then it's going to end, trust me, with the whole side who's sided. But, I did like seeing Louis' son. That was really sweet. Loved it. And I loved seeing, like, all the kids, like, sitting all together. Like, at least the girls are getting together, like all the girls are sitting at the table. They're eating dinner. And that's, like, all nice. And it's nice to see, like, Teresa with his family, and they accept her. But I guess, they're not judgy people. You know what I mean? I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't want to say judgy, but like, I don't really think that they, and I don't think Louis, I was shocked what he was saying about Joe, though. Like he's saying, he's like, she's constantly talking shit. Let me read my notes because I'm getting ahead of myself. I hate to say, she's like the common denominator with her relationships, right? But seems to be wanting to go to therapy, and any therapist that, I don't know if they watch the show, and I don't know what Teresa tells a therapist, but usually they're pretty smart and they can really like see through your bullshit. But I think it's Louis' mom, which that's pretty weird and ballsy. Like, would you go to therapy with your husband's mom if you had an anger problem? I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong, but I like this family. They're cool. Like, and I like how all the girls are getting together. I have nothing to say about the Giudice girls. Whatever. Like, yeah, classic narcissist is it. All right, let's go. Segment 2 here. Or probably not segment. What's that here? Okay. So then we move over to like at Dolores' house, which is awesome. Frank now needs to knock before he walks in, which is very that should have been happening a long time ago. But and Paul's sick. That sucks. My cat's trying to get in, but I'm just gonna have to wait. Hold on, Logo. You know what? I'll just let her in. Hold on. We can't have to let Dodgy cat in. All right. Let's let you jump on the computer. Stay off the computer. Okay. So, all right. So he walks in, which I thought was hilarious. Come here. Come here. So she so he has to knock walking in. And Paulie's sick, and we like Paulie. I like Paulie. And we know that Dolores likes Brittany, and we know that Dolores says she has dogs older than Brittany, which is funny because Brittany is young. She's like 32, 33, 31 maybe? 33, sorry. She's 33, but they get along. I mean, hey, like it was time, very much time, for them to be together. Like, Paulie and her. And oh my God, I think they go to Facebook. Sorry, guys. So yeah, it was time, and it's like, I think that I think that Paulie and her are gonna end up getting engaged, which I think is cool. If not already, they've been together 2 years, so, I thought it was nice. Somebody had said that, something about Dolores not being loyal. Like, I read some comment or something. Yeah, like, that's like a weird thing. Like, what's it called? Like a conflict of interest or some shit like that, maybe. But I guess maybe if it was about Louis, but I don't know. It's just so weird. Here you go. Want to come up here? Come here. Kitty cat wants to say hi. So yeah, I would think it would be weird, but like it would just be weird, right? I don't know. That would be weird. Yeah, she was on last night's episode. She was with Frank at the skating rink. She made a good point when they were sitting there talking to Teresa, or no, it was a Joe, talking to Joe Gorga, to make up with Teresa. Listen, like, guys, they lost both their parents, right? Think about how devastating that is. Not only that, and I'm not, like I said, in this whole thing, you guys know, I'm always Team Gorga, right? That's not to say that, like, I disagree with some of the stuff that Teresa does. I agree and I disagree with some of the things she does. Because I understand her. And you guys got to remember, perception's your reality. So, she doesn't always see things clearly right away. She never really sees it after that anyway. But, a lot of people try to talk to Teresa about this. And she, people ask her, she says she doesn't want to hold a grudge. She doesn't want to be angry anymore. But that's not what I get. And that's not what these interviews I'm seeing. And that's not what the word on the street is. But it is what it is. Like, I think Dolores was right on Watch What Happens Live. It's time to just, stop arguing, stop mudslinging, like, just move on, like, get along, like, you don't have to get along, or, I'm sorry, well, maybe just get along, just, like, the show, I don't know if Louis and Teresa need the show. I know Joey and Melissa don't, but I would rather them all stay on the show, But, like, anyway, back to Dolores and Paulie. He's really so cute. Like, he's a little leprechaun, I guess. But, like, it's so nice to see her, like, emotional and, like, like she's in love. I don't want anybody to down that relationship. Like, I'm telling you, there's nothing, like I said with Louis and Teresa, There is no skeletons in that closet. We saw the weirdest shit we could have seen. But we're good with it. It wasn't even that weird when you really break it down. He was out of retreat. Who cares? He was trying to win his lady back. And he was trying to do better. And it seems like it worked. He seems like he really loves Teresa because, you know, just like my husband, like, that's a lot to put up with, you know? It's a lot to live with, you know? So we're a lot, man. Jersey girls are a lot. Like, but like I said, like, when you find somebody that loves you, like, and look, Teresa got lucky twice. She got her kids, right? Out of Joe Giudice. I'm not saying he was a complete piece of shit. Oh, here she goes. She jumps up on myself. I'm not saying that Joe Giudice is a complete piece of shit. Like, he's actually making good points lately. He's actually telling Teresa for them two to freaking get along. I know. I'm so happy for her too. And you know what? Like, Frank's happy too. Like, the age difference doesn't seem to matter. Brittany's an old soul, guys. Like, an old soul. So you'll notice that she's the one that's like gonna have this. She's settling his ass down. Okay. And I if they're not engaged soon, I'd be surprised. Just saying, Frank. Anyway, and I think Pauline, what are you doing, crazy? I think Pauline and Dolores, I mean, I don't know if she wants to get married, but if she did, I mean, I'm sure that's he's taking care of her, and like, she's letting him, and if he hurts her, I'm gonna be mad. I'll be pissed. I don't think he is. I definitely don't think he is. Like you said, like, you don't fuck around with Dolores, but she's like the sweetest, most kindest, most loyal. Oh, that's what I was saying. Somebody was saying something, questioning Dolores' loyalty online. I was like, are you people crazy? Like, are you not watching the same show? She rides the fence, I hear. Well, no, she rides with the Gorgas and Giudices. You don't get in the middle of family, guys. She lives with these people, not lives with them, but you know what I'm saying? These are people that she's known her whole life. Like, you know, she doesn't think either one's right or wrong. Well, they're both wrong in my eyes. Like, they both need to just knock it off. It's enough already. Let's just agree to disagree. Like, it's sad. But look, you know, Teresa said she has her new family. And I said I would love for them to make up. But, you know, and then Joe and Melissa has her and Melissa's family. And, you know, you can misconstrue what Melissa says, and my mom was always there for you, Teresa, because she is. Like, that's a true statement. I don't know. Maybe she excluded her from something. I don't know. But it's a shame that when Melissa reaches out and then Teresa and her try to be, have text messages out there or back and forth to each other, and they're both clearly trying. They're trying, and it's just clearly not working, but they're trying. People still want to pick it apart, and that's the sad part. But so we're getting to that. So let's get to we see Melissa and Joe, and they show they have now. This is Melissa's 80s skating rink party. Okay, that's why Melissa was the host. Yeah, somebody was questioning it. Melissa was the host. It was a pre-Memorial Day weekend party. I guess coming to Memorial Day weekend. I'm trying to remanage my kitty cats here, but so they're talking about the roller skating party, right? Joe and Melissa. She says everyone's invited, and she invites Teresa again. They're inviting each other back and forth. So basically, the 50th birthday party, and they said no or something. I guess look. That was before the wedding, right? That was before the finale. I kind of think that Joe and Melissa should have went to the birthday party. They should have went to Teresa's birthday party. Listen, if anything, they know Teresa. It's a freaking, that is a lot for her to do. Okay, that's a lot for her. And, I think they're just tired of maybe just giving in. I don't know. It seems like they don't want to argue back with her anymore. Like, they don't want to defend themselves anymore because, again, I said this a couple weeks ago. It's like the definition of insanity. Like, it's like doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And they're trying, and the different result is not happening because we're still at war, And again, she's a flip-flopper, Teresa. You're a flip-flopper. You're flip-flopping back and forth. I keep seeing how, you are just trashing your brother, and you say that he's this and he's that, and sending people to a certain platform to find things out about him and trying to act like it's not you. And then, to deny or not to comment on the allegations that come out about them, about something that Melissa did, and act like you don't want to talk about it when we're going to find out who really set that up. Like, you guys I don't have to say too much more than that. Like, sick. And then to have like conversation, like this is another like stripper gate thing, you know. I'm probably jumping ahead. No, I'm not, because we're talking about that. Okay. So, you know, she forgets that we're going to see this, right? After all the things that she's been saying, and then we're going to look back on timelines. And it's like, you've been saying what a piece of shit he is, and this and that, and we're going to find out this, and we're going to find out all, you know, how it really is this season, and you're right, and talking about being right, being so validated. Oh, Carlos King. So validated because you think that Carlos King validated your fact that they didn't tell you that we're eating on the show. You knew they were filming. You knew it was a possibility. All they said was the production told them not to tell you that their full-time offer was there. That's it. Whatever. You know, again, but listen, we've had like 6 or 7 seasons 13 seasons. We've been over that. We've been over that for a long ass freaking time. So to be mad about that and then be so validated, Teresa, because you find out that you think that you were right this whole time, even if you were, that's sad. Who wants to take a opportunity away from their brother again? Like, we're not going to get back into that thing, but whatever. So, you know, I don't understand if, like, okay, so we see these text messages that come out just today. And they were going back and forth. I love you, sister. Yes, we're trying, and this and that. I'm proud of you. And I'm like, who are these people? Who are those people? Because that's not what's been going on this whole time. That's not, you know, like, who are those people? But again, we see that they try. Not what we saw we saw on social media, but whatever. I'm a little confused. But again, they tried. But hey, I still don't blame Joe and Melissa. I don't. I think that they would rather have it that Teresa be in their lives, not now. I think they finally realized that she is kind of like the puppet master. That's all I'm saying, like, you know. So let's fast forward to the roller rink, which was awesome. It made me want to play like backward skate only, like Diamond Girl. I'm surprised I didn't hear any music. Did we not hear music? I wanted to hear like Diamond Girl, like backward skate only, shuffle skate only, blah blah blah, you know, all that stuff. Like, but we didn't. But I love the fact that everybody dressed up. Everybody got into the theme. We got the roller rink theme. We got Marge. Marge broke a hip. Sorry. She broke a hip. She literally fell a couple feet, and she broke a hip. I mean, a wrist. I'm sorry, guys. A wrist. She broke a wrist. I'm sorry. Anyway, so you see Frank and Britt come in, and that was cute because, Britt, you're beautiful. We love you. And, you know, Frank looks cute. I think he dyed his beard. And his hair. Just saying. Just looks like he did. Looks good. Frank looks young. For 60, Frank, you look great. And if you did dye your beard, I'm not mad at you. Even though I don't think you'll tell me, but I don't know. He looks young. I mean, hey, if I was with somebody who was 27 years younger than me, I would have to dye my beard too, probably. But I mean, look, I dye my hair. I do the same thing. What can I say? Like, look, this is all fake, so. Anyway, so Brittany's beautiful. We know that. We see her and Dolores say hi to each other, which is good because we know that they're friends. And you can just tell that Frank and Brittany love each other. I don't know if you saw a lot on this episode, but you'll see coming up. And just like we see Dolores and Polly, you'll never doubt that relationship. I just like Dolores' comment that she has the dogs older than Brittany. What? Oh, and it really bothered me. Let me just say this one other thing about Teresa has 4 dogs. That was disturbing. Okay, that's disturbing to me. I don't know if you guys know why, but Teresa having 4 dogs to me, put it this way. You guys know Teen Mom, David from Teen Mom, what he did to his dog, his family dog, the unaliving? Well, Google Teresa and her German Shepherd. That's all I'm going to tell you to do. Okay, and then you'll want to know why, and you'll see why I don't like her having dogs. It's just not comfortable for me to have her dogs. She doesn't deserve to have them. You know, just doesn't deserve to have them. Oh, yeah, it was I was upset about that, but because listen, like, I do a lot with MSPCA and, you know, fostering and rescuing, and, like, you know, so do a lot of people on the cast, and it's like nobody questions her having dogs. And maybe because they're at Louie's house, I guess. I don't know. I don't blame Joe Giudice for that either. And I'm not going to say anything else. Just Google it. You'll see what I mean. But anyway, we see Teresa hugging Joe. Hey. Hugs, kisses. Again, Joe's being a dick. I will say that. Joe is being a big dick, okay? Did I skip over Marge and Teresa? I give her marking trees? No, I didn't. I didn't give her marking trees. I didn't, did I? No. Okay. Yeah. Her hugging them, and again, we know it's all fake because that's not how she really feels. Because that's not what's going on. When you find out the meeting she had before they started filming, you're gonna be like, this fake ass bitch. Holy shit. You thought this bitch was fake before? Wait till you see what comes up next. We might not even get, honestly, I don't even know if that's going to come out until the end. I might just have to release that shit myself. I don't know. Let's see. Just kidding. I'm a brave soul today. Let me tell you. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, so I just can't wait to the part where the people I like actually walk in. I mean, no, I'm not saying I like everybody else, but Jennifer Aiden has got me effed up. Okay, I doubt where this bitch is even from. Where are you from? It's like, what are you drinking? You're definitely not from here. It just don't seem like it. You act like you have these balls, but really you don't, because she would wreck you. She would wreck you. She wouldn't, but she could. It's the only reason you're mouthing off to Dolores is I don't know if you're lost your damn mind. Are you desperate? Are you sick in the head? Are you have a death wish? What are you doing? You're only doing it because cameras are there to save you, but no. And to say that Dolores is a bad friend, you're a weirdo, dude. You're not a loyal person. You're not a loyal person. You're not. You literally talk shit about her and David. Wait till she sees that confessional. Oh, she didn't see it. That was shitty. That's a shitty fucking thing, Jen. And what the hell happened here? Again, the evil eye. I agree. No, know what it is? You get back what you put out, right? You put out negativity, bitch, you get it back. So yeah, you probably did break your ankle. Mark broke her hip. Rest. Anyway, okay. Okay, finally. Jen Fester walks in. We love her. She's so sweet. She's Mark's friend. She's friends with Trey, it looks like. And, she's right. I forget. She didn't really say much this episode. But, Rachel walks in with John Thuda. Rachel and John Thuda. Baby Rachel, born in 1991. My little sister's age. I know you. I love you. Okay, and I know you're young, and I forget sometimes. But God, and it reminded me how young you were to see that 1991. It's I knew that, but I forgot, and it's crazy to me. But okay, so we got Rachel the baby walks in, and we have John Thuda the model. This is so cute, but they're cute. They've been together for a long time. Let me just clear one little thing up real quick. Again, I think I did this before. Just think about this. If you want to believe that, first off, that she saw John Thuda somewhere, right? They met at a club, right? His last name was already changed, first of all. It was for personal reasons, and she'll tell you that herself. Anyway, she did not ask this man to change his last name to Thuda because that's more prominent in the neighborhood. Come on, could you imagine that? Hey, in-laws. By the way, also, I promised free title out so I can get on this reality show. And, in-laws, is that okay? After I made your son change his last name because I like your last name better because of food style. It didn't happen. That's weird. That's freaking weird, dude. She would have been 19, 18. I don't know how old, but young, really young, okay? This is weird. No, it didn't happen, okay? And the person that said that's stupid. She didn't dump Rachel. Rachel didn't dump Brittany to get her. What was it, dump Melissa or something, used her to get on the show and then dumped her and then used Rachel or Brittany or Rachel used Brittany. Nobody used anybody. Nobody dumped anybody. They're all still friends. Just check social media. You'll see them hanging out. Again, their kids hang out. So, look, they're still friends. It's so weird. Nobody does that. Nobody uses people. That didn't happen. It's so weird. Again, then I want to mention Jackie and Evan walking in. I don't really, because I hope this is so mean because I usually stick up for Jackie, right? I did when Teresa did what she did, even though I know it was a drunken mistake, but she did. I'm laughing now because I can't believe she's coming around. I don't understand it. What she said later on in the show, I'm just that just proved to me how thirsty you are. What are you doing? I hate that word thirsty. We use it a lot in Bravo land, but what are you doing? Nobody has to look at you when they're talking. Who the fuck are you? Weirdo. Anyway, again, I hope they Tracy her. I hate to be mean, But again, Derek and Tracy showed up too. Like, oh, it's like, did you not learn? They literally had you get dressed up for the reunion, had you at the reunion. We didn't even see a foot, a finger, nothing. I had no idea she was even there at the reunion, Tracy. What about Tracy and what's his face? You know, Tracy. It's not, I'm just saying, she's a nice lady and all. There's a lot, like, just like Teddy, it's a nice lady and all, but, like, it's just not, it didn't happen. It's hard to penetrate that group. And I thought she did okay, but, you know. We have Jen. We have, Danielle and her husband. She's cute, too. She's a little cutie, too. She's young, too, I think. But, yeah, you know, I think they did good. They held their own. A little crazy, you know. I thought it was, you know, Rachel made a good point. You know, she was trying to make, you know, this is crazy because, like, we know that, like, Dolores and Jen was talking shit the entire time. Dolores was like, look, I don't like, you know, I'm trying to ignore you. Like, you clearly, you know, you could tell that she's all in her feelings, aided, I'm saying, right? And it was obvious she wasn't making any sense. And Rachel's like, look, they're missing each other. And it's like, no, it doesn't make any sense. Like, no, you're right. It sounds like that. Good call, Rach, but, like, no, Jen's just fucking delusional, okay? Like, Dolores just wants no parts of her. It's like, you're irrelevant to me. Even though they're friends again now, I don't understand it, but whatever. Again, I question what word this bitch drinks. Because you're crazy. Like, you say Dolores isn't a loyal friend? What, to you? Who are you? She's loyal to a fault, guys. Loyal to a fault. Meaning, like, she gets herself hurt that way. But whatever. That's who she is. Right? You know, I can't fault her for that. I'm saying why, unfortunately. But, yeah, I say unfortunately. But, you know, it's just, again, I feel like I wish I could remember, like, the actual definition of gaslighting, but Teresa telling everybody that, I don't know, I love my brother, I don't know why he's mad at me. Again, if you watch some interviews that she's been doing lately, she goes back and forth, so she can't decide whose fault it is this week. You know, like Joey, it's Melissa. I don't know. But I want to really get to something that I saw and read, and why I'm team Gorga. But, you know, the fact that she wants to be forgiving. Let's get to her and Marge's thing, okay? Because, come here. Oh, you did it. She did it. Okay. So Teresa inviting Marge to have this thing, right? To have this lunch. Good call. I was excited. I like Marge, I was extremely. Oh, wait. No, let's not go there first. Let me just get back to I'm sorry, I like to have the skating party real quick. And them talking, and, you know, they were missing each other. But when Rachel was just trying to explain that they're missing each other, and fucking Jackie goes, you haven't looked at me one time this whole conversation. Rachel's like, she's like, who are you? She's like, sorry. She's like, man, that was so fucked up. Like, that was weird. Like I said, Jackie, that seemed a little thirsty. Like, you're trying to argue with the new girl who took your place, by the way. And I guess you're a little mad about it, but you try to argue with her in the middle of her trying to have a freaking conversation because she's not looking at you. She wasn't looking at what's her face either. She was looking over and seeing what was happening, and if Dolores and Janaden were talking. Okay? And she was trying to explain what was going on. Sorry that the attention was not fucking on you. Don't be jealous that she took your spot and did a better job at it. Moving on. Okay, so, you know, Jennifer starts screaming at Dolores, blah, blah, blah. You're not my friend. You're not my friend. Boo-hoo-hoo. You're not my friend. Well, Aiden, whose friend are you? Because I heard you say, you know, David should have, you know, David said no, or no, that was a no long time ago, and she didn't get it, blah, blah, blah. You're the one to say what the man who cheated on you. But that's just here and there. Like, it's like, whatever. But let's get to Melissa. Let's get to Teresa. Teresa and Marge. Marge, you brave soul to go over there. And you were very right to be skeptical. Extremely right to be skeptical. Because after seeing that and hearing that, what we hear after that, what you did before filming, Teresa, who you met up with before filming, with the Bitter Betty Club. I'm not going to name names. We'll call them the Bitter Betty Club, okay? To have actual lunches with the Bitter Betty Club because they didn't make it to the show, to get dirt and have proof of it, of you doing this on on Marge, on your sister-in-law, and then to act like you had nothing to do with it, and basically made us think that it was them, which I didn't believe it because I knew you were. I knew it was you. But like, just like, you know, like Kim D will tell you all about Kim D will tell you all about how Teresa was more than involved with the stripper gate. Jacqueline will tell you that. Jacqueline and Lorena going on sticking up for Teresa was kind of weird too, but it is what it is. But anyway, so you know, you watch Teresa trying to apologize, and I get it. Like, I see how she is, but like, let's not. What do you? I didn't understand. Were you doing that? I guess you're doing that to prove that you're better, or you're doing better, or you're not holding grudges. But you see, you don't hold grudges while you're still holding grudges with Joey, your family member that you have left. You know, like I said earlier, I feel for them, dude. Okay, they lost both their parents in a matter of a year and a half after Teresa spent a year in prison, and Joe is, you know, kind of took care of. Like, I don't know how. Yeah, he had to be there for his family, right? But he also was being there for Teresa's family. And then, you know, they lose their parents. And then if you try to tell me you think that emotion in Joey's, when he yells like that, and he's trying to scream, like, you know, fight with her like that, if you guys think that's fake or made up, like, you're out of your minds, because it's not. Like, you know, it's all, well, you know, it's a production value, blah, blah, blah. No, guys, like, once the cameras go down, this stuff continues. Like, the hurt goes on. Like, they still do it. We see social media. And your parents are supposed to bring you together, right? Just because Teresa's saying that she's scared that she didn't watch the show the whole time because she was able to keep the peace for her parents while they were here. Well, you know, what if they're still watching now? Are you going to, like, not honor their wishes because they're not here, Teresa? Let's not, like, look, again, I don't think you guys should, at this point, I don't know. At this point, it's going to take a lot. And I think that Teresa needs counseling with Joey. I don't know about Melissa, but I think Teresa and Joe have some trauma that they need to work out. Like the parent, I don't know, something, because they have. I was watching the whole seasons again from beginning to end with fresh eyes, kind of, and I'm like, I started to see, okay, because I was questioning recently, why is Teresa so angry? Like, what is she really fucking so mad about? Because my proof right here of her just last year wanting to rekindle, and he's not such a piece of shit then when you want to rekindle everything, just proves to me that he didn't do anything. You really don't know what the problem is. But then as I was watching seasons back, right, what I think happened was with after their mom died, and I think Joe went away. Joe Judice wasn't around anymore, right? I think he was away. Teresa wanted Joe to spend more time with his dad. The dad was living with Teresa, and you know, she was just really having misplaced anger towards Melissa. She was mad at Joe, thinking that Joe wasn't spending enough time with his dad. And you know, he was working and whatever. I don't think that was really what was going on. I don't really know. But it seemed that started, like, she seemed to get really mad at Melissa then and Joe. And it seems like that's kind of probably, then when he passed away, I feel like that's really where her anger is coming from. And that I think that she's not going to be on. I mean, she might not even know that, you know. But when I was watching it back, I was like, wow, that's when she started to get really angry. Even if she went on Ultimate Girls Trip and she tried after that, but I think that that's where it's got to be. I don't know what else it could be. You know, but hey, like, they don't have any family left, and I don't know. But, and then there's that weird scene too, real quick. That weird scene with Frank saying, Dolores, don't you trade me or something. I don't know if I don't know. He's talking weird, but anyway, let's not bring up. But I don't know. She was right. You want your treat? She's not acting weird. She was right not to trust Teresa, of course. But it's just, you know, she tried, and you know, whatever. But I don't know. Let's not forget. I don't think I'm forgetting too more. But like that whole thing, you know, and freaking what's his name's comment, right? The comment that Louis says, that was weird, about saying that Melissa's weak, because she did kind of mock Teresa's text about don't talk about Louis. But I mean, I don't think she meant it that way, but she said she did it. But it's Teresa's saying that, didn't she, like that? And Louis needs to chill, dude. Like, he's got some weird anger problems with him too. Like, I don't know. And I don't know if they end up fist fighting, but I hope not. But I like when Dolores invites all the women to the charity thing, which is cool. How would then Aiden go? Oh, this bothered me, man. Jennifer Aiden saying that Dolores was, you're going to do her a favor by bringing Bill to a charity event is doing a favor to Dolores. No, it's doing the charity favor. It's not even a favor. You're calling charity a favor. Like, you're going to use what you're mad about not to let him go to a charity. The way you made it sound so fucking stupid. Like, you had an attitude about it. Like, it's a charity. We don't need you. Get over yourself. Like, that was crazy. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, we saw Danielle's house. That was cute with the kids. She had the same floor as Kyle Richards. Did you guys notice that? She had the checkered floor that Kyle Richards has. Danielle does. With her husband, he's hot. He's cute. I think he's like security or something. Her kids are cute. She's cute. I liked her. Yeah, she kind of got Dolores a little bit at the skating rink. Dolores shut her down quickly. She's like, no, that was me. She's like, no, you weren't there. But I don't think she's going to get harmed by it. But did you guys also notice? I'm only saying this one thing because, Teresa bringing up that her dad used to get angry and he used to throw things and be, I don't know, yell and bang. I didn't know that, and I was kind of shocked that she said it. But it kind of explains the hot temper that they both have. But I was kind of shocked that she said it. But like I said, that's like me trying to go to therapy. It's like, I know that I'm reactive. People try to tell me about it. I've tried to stop. I do still apologize when I do it. I go back and I right my wrong, kind of. But don't tell me to do it, and don't tell me to calm down, and I'm sorry. I'm just saying. And she's trying to be nice, Again, I keep writing, I'm looking at my notes, I'm like, oh, the dogs again, question mark. Who would let her have dogs? Again, Marge did trust her, which is weird, but she did. And again, she's done this over and over again. We had the hair pulling incident. Teresa has this pattern of doing things to people, and then they forgive her. She forgets that. Okay, because she's done some nasty things to Melissa. She's done some nasty things to Marge. They keep forgiving her. She's never done things really not nasty to Dolores, but the whole shit with her not inviting her to the shower and shit because they're not close anymore. What the fuck does that even mean? Come on, dude. But she's not a grudge holder, right? Not anymore, right? Raw's cucumber. Real's cucumber. What? Anyway, the photo shoot, the husbands, they were hot. Man's hot. Frank's in the hospital. Why did Frank was sick? That's a shame. I'm sorry, Frank. I hope you're okay. I like having Joe B in his little, his gear, I don't know. Joe B's cute. Yeah. Again, I want to mention, I hate bringing up Jackie because she got me up the nerves. But everybody showed up. Rachel showed up, John, Evan, Jackie. Again, I love Rachel, but she's cute, you guys. So I think everybody laughs pretty much, but I don't know. There's really not much there to talk about. I mean, it's like there's only so much I can say, but too much more about the word in the Judice because, you have a lot of people kind of asking her, what's the deal? I said, I kind of figured it out. I don't know. It's misplaced anger. I don't know. At this point, there's so many things that have happened just over this last season that her timeline kind of doesn't make sense either. She says that all this happened because she didn't invite them to the wedding because they weren't that close. But listen, they were. All that shit happened afterwards. It's weird. I kind of want to get the timeline together because I was watching her do some interviews. I didn't really explain it much, but right, Terry? I agree. I feel it would explain it. She has to misplaced. Maybe she just doesn't understand yet that that's what she's mad about. Because I keep saying, it's hard to figure out what she's so mad about. And then I had to really watch back, and I'm like, maybe I can figure it out. But who am I? So I'm watching. I was like, you know what? And I was like, it's a couple seasons back. It was before their dad passed away. And she was really, really getting pissed at Melissa. And it was she exploded, And I think after that, maybe, I don't know. Because like I said, she goes back and forth and she blamed Melissa then. And then she blamed Joe then. And then she blamed Melissa then. No matter what, it's they can't do anything right anyway. It's crazy. And yes, that would explain it too. You're right, Terry. You're right. And that's what I was saying. Yeah, you're agreeing. Yeah. But like I said, I was shocked that she said it. I don't know. She didn't do it maliciously, but I just hope she's honest with the therapist because she needs to learn it. Like, just like me, you know, like. But then I don't go to a therapist because I know already that I'm not going to agree with things that I don't agree with. Like, I know that I need to calm down, and I've tried to just, you know, it's just I have to stay away from people that trigger me, which is mostly everyone. But just kidding, love you. I don't know. Melissa should have backed her up. What am I saying? I'm writing like Marge telling Melissa. Oh, you know, Marge telling. Oh my God, she's telling Melissa all about the lunch with Teresa, and like, you know, I could tell that like Joe and Melissa were a little upset. Like, they really want Teresa to say, "Look, I would like to work it out with you guys too." She's blaming them for the. No, I'm sorry. She blamed Marge for the demise of the relationship with Joe and Melissa, or something, right? Or something like that. I don't know. She blames everybody but herself. It's like, Teresa, what part of this is your fault? Is there any of this that's your fault? Is any of this your fault, Teresa? I'm waiting. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, I'm playing with my hair. But like, is anything her fault? If she done anything wrong here, stop it. Besides reacting to things wrongly, it doesn't say that you agree that you've done anything wrong. You just agree with the way you reacted to it. And other people. It's crazy, right? I don't like seeing how that Joe and Louie might fight next week. Louie, you're going after the wrong one again. Like, this is the fight that you don't want to be in the middle of. Just tell your woman, chill the hell out, and maybe just agree to disagree. You know, I'm glad that Paulie showed up, and I didn't like. And this is another thing again. Like I said, I'm always Team Gorga, but when Paulie and Dolores walk in, or when Paulie walks in, Melissa yells, "Oh, look, Dolores has a boyfriend." It's like, yeah, no shit. I don't know. It was weird the way she said it. But I love you, Melissa. Whatever. I'm usually on your side. I'm always on your side. Again, Melissa walking around the party. She won't shut the fuck up, as usual. Thank God her and Dolores finally talked about it. But again, you called her a freaking old bag. You called Dolores Catania an old fucking bag. And she forgave you, thank God, because you're irrelevant. That's all I'm going to say. Because watch what happens live. You guys are friends again. It's like, I would not, no. I don't like, you're like literally got cut from the same cloth. And that's like what she said about Jackie. But that's what you are, Aiden. You know, whatever else. It's a whole thing. Again, Jackie, you're just jealous of Rachel. How dare you try to start shit when in the middle there's already a freaking war going on and you want to like start more shit just to fucking get your mouth open? Like, come on. I'm sorry, guys. Like, if you disagree, agree, just let me know in the comments. Like, if this is the replay crew watching, let me know what you think. And like, I don't care. Like I said, this is whose side you're on. I'm on Gorga's side. You guys also chose Gorga's side. The polls I did on all social media was the Gorga's. What was the year that Jess on? She said, oh my God, the song at the christening. It was the christening. Oh God, Christ. Oh my God, it's in my head right now. Something about, she just is, oh God, somebody remind me what she wrote. Oh, I can't remember. I'll leave that up for a minute. Man, she was so young. Man, that was Adriana's christening. I don't know. She just doesn't want to worry anymore or something. We're waking up in the morning. Wait, thinking about so many things. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I wish that things would get better. I don't know, something like that. Think about so many. Oh, thank you for reminding me of that. Think about so many. Oh, I can't. I'm not doing a really bad version of it, but waking up in the morning. Thinking about so many things. Thinking things would get better. It was sad, guys. It was sad. Poor Gia. Gia's all old and mature now. Jennifer apparently apologized to Dolo after that. Of course you did. You did it for the cameras, and then you got scared. Shatter to Dolores is gonna fuck you up. Like, of course you apologized when the cameras went down, you asshole. You freaking, like, that was so obvious. But we need to see more of my girl. We need to see more Rachel. We need to see more Danielle and Jen Fessler. Love you, girls. Love you, love you, love you. Love you, Britt. Love you, Frank. Love all of you guys. It was so cool to see you guys on TV last night. Because I kind of forget sometimes that you filmed the whole season. And I'm like, oh, wow. Like, we like already went through, like, I feel like we've been on social media, like, like kind of following everybody, and then it's like, oh yeah, they already filmed the whole season. Like they already know what happens. So like they're just anticipating it. We're just seeing it for the first time. It's crazy, but yeah, I always say like I'm always Team Catania, always, because they do no wrong in my eyes. So that would always there was like another who's starting on, it would be Dolores and Jennifer Aiden, and of course I just said Jennifer Aiden. Of course not. No, I would be on Dolores' side because I don't fan. This is the weird thing, guys. I don't fangirl over any celebrities. I think that's crazy. I don't fangirl over much at all. But I am like that with Dolores, okay? Like, I won't even attempt to talk to her because I don't want to say something stupid if I ever see her. And I know some of her friends, and it's crazy because I'm like a little, like, I would go, like, see, I'm like, I never did this to anybody, but, like, like I said, Dolores doesn't have in my eyes. Like, I am very, like, like, I would rather say nothing than say something stupid because I have so much respect for her, and it just proves my point that, like, seeing her happy with Paulie and seeing how she reacted, and she didn't do anything stupid and beat up Jennifer like I wanted her to. Like I said, I just love Dolores, and like a fangirl girl over her, which is weird, guys. I say that, but yeah, like I think she's awesome. But she's always been my favorite too. So and I love Brittany, and that's just like the fact the relationship she has with Frank. That's like the main thing. Like, like that's a lot. They raised two amazing freaking kids. Like, she got it right twice. Like, I think Lindsay was saying it. Like, she did. She got it right twice. And she's got two amazing freaking kids. Frankie doesn't. He's like Switzerland all the time. He's all peaceful. He's like, kumbaya, everyone. No fighting, please. And then you have the other one's a doctor, veterinarian. Gabby. They have two amazing kids, guys. But that's the end of that. Anybody else waking up in the morning thinking about so many things? That's Gia. Yeah, that was it. So you guys are saying that's it. Not many people here. So replay people, please. Facebook got messed up for some reason. But it'll broadcast after. I was going to do 11 years ago. Oh my God, she was 11. Oh, I should screen share. I don't want to play it, but sorry I was playing with my hair the whole time, guys. It's so hot in here and it feels very sticky on me. But so this again was whose side are you on? And I always say I'm gonna upload it onto the podcast site, but I am gonna do this every Wednesday now. So this is the schedule. So Vanderpump is on tomorrow. On Friday, I'm gonna do whose side are you on Vanderpump Rules, depending on what happens tomorrow in the first one. And guys, I've seen a little bit of the first episode, and you guys are going to freaking love it. You guys are freaking love it. If you guys are Vanderpump people, which I am, and you know that Housewives and Vanderpump are my two favorites, and Southern Charm. But I'm going to be here every Friday. I'm probably going to do it because that's when Adam does season 12. Like around that, like 1 or something. That's the two I can definitely promise I'm going to try to stick to. And then I have a surprise coming up for you guys, which I'm not going to mention now because it's not set in stone, but it's fun. You guys will like it. So, and you'll be shocked and you'll be happy about it. But anyway, again, this was Who's Side You On. If you guys are watching on Twitter, hello. TikTok, Reddit, and all that. Hi. Thank you for subscribing. Again, I'm seeing all the new subscribers. Amazing. Thank you so much. They got my link to be clickable. That's good. And like I said, I saw that and I've been like slacking, but I have to get it together. Yes, definitely Team Dolores all the time. She's freaking amazing. Terry, remember what I said to you about that other person? A fangirl, a fan guy, that other person? So now you know the two, okay? Don't say the name, but you know who I'm talking about. So the only two people that I would obsessed with, okay? Dolores. Look, I'm just too high right now. But, okay. Everybody, I see you. I love you. Thank you. I'm going to go because it's hot. It's been an hour. And even though it's cold out, it's hot as fucking. So my husband's in the case. But I am going to go eat because I eat a lot. So I love you guys. And thanks for coming on. Hey, Terry, I love you. Thank you guys for coming and subscribing. And if I haven't said it 10,000 other times, this was Who Started You On Real Housewives of New Jersey premiere, season 13, episode 1. Gorga and Giudice. I'm on Gorga, even though I agree with Teresa on the Marge stuff. Only that she should have told her, she should have shut up when she told her to. And I see why Teresa just trying to know what to do. Anyway, regardless, this is all just alleged. If everything I said alleged, if I alleged anything, if I accused anybody of anything. Again, these aren't only my opinions based on what I watched on the show. Not personal relationships or anything like that, or a little biased because I'm Jersey, but like, it's pretty like self-explanatory why. Okay, I watch the same thing you guys watch. I try to base my opinions on what I see on TV and social media, which I think is pretty logical and factual data. So, all right, guys, thanks for coming. I will see you on Friday. Love you. Bye.